One less can of hard seltzer in this world. I'm proud of myself. So this is what everybody really looks like when they take their mask off after guns, beer, and therapy. Howdy, Hillbilly Nation. This is American Hillbilly. Man, good to see y'all out there this evening. What a great bunch of people. My goodness. Wow, I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend, and May the 4th be with you. Yes, today is May the 4th, and I appreciate each and every one of you being out there. You guys are just totally awesome, and we got a great show for you all this evening, and we got a lot of great people back here in the green room. So anyway, let's bring them out and say howdy to them, all right? First up, we have Mr. Ron Wayne. How you doing tonight, right, Ron?
Blessed, brother, blessed. Glad to be here. Thank you so much for the invite. Always a fun time on Guns, Beer, and Therapy. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Some good people here tonight, too.
Oh, yeah. Man. Yes. Some great people back there in the green room and also out in the side chat. Appreciate you. Anyway, did you get a chance to make anybody's week better? Anybody make your week better this week?
Well, a little bit of both. And had some good phone calls this week. People just calling just to talk. And that's always a good, smile getter too, So, yeah, very blessed I am.
Awesome. Oh, man. Yeah, that is great. And, we already got a Mario Mosen out there. Everybody say, hey, to Mario. Oh, my goodness. So, let's get some more of these fine folks out here. Up next, we got JH586. How you doing this evening, Jamie?
Hey, man. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me, and thanks for the invite. Burgers twice in a row in the green room, so obviously we're missing Bubba, and I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I still have some left on my plate. I ain't been able to eat it all yet. So
pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. We don't have to wonder what's in the Brunswick stew or whatever that is that he. But yeah, man. Been a busy but productive week. This week got. Hope I'm making somebody's life better. We're moving mom out of her house and in with my sister so we can take better care of her. But I hope that is going to be a good thing. And so that's what I did to try to make somebody's week better.
That's awesome. Yeah, I bet she probably enjoys being right there with family too. So no doubt about that. Yeah,
so.
Yeah, we sure miss Bubba. Hopefully he'll be able to get on here in a little bit. His new job and the schedule not allowing him to get in here at the beginning of the show. So hopefully he'll be coming in the back door here for too long. So appreciate you being here, Jamie. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, well, up next we have Mr. Hasbro. How you doing, Hasbro?
Hey, good to be here. Good to be seen, and good to be able to speak. Finally be able to join you guys. It's been a bit too long. I've just been down and sick, but I'm back on my feet and out working in the yard today. So I'm happy to be here with y'all.
Oh man, so glad to have you, buddy. And I know for a fact you got a chance to make somebody's day better this week because I got something in the mail from you. And I would really love to show it, but I mean, this definitely deserves a video. Hasbro definitely made my day better a few days ago, actually. And actually, I think I got it, yesterday. And anyway, you definitely made my day better, and I sure appreciate it.
I'm glad to do it. Is it really useful? I don't know, but it's kind of cool. So you got it.
I think it's useful. I love it. You betcha. Well, thank you so much for making my day better. And also, I mean, everybody in that side chat on this panel makes my day better too. So thank you so much for being here tonight, Hasbro. Glad you're feeling better, buddy. Hopefully you're on the downhill side of that. And, you know,
Yep.
think you get no sickness again, man. That just stinks.
The hardest thing of it is when you can't breathe, you know, and it's like I still don't breathe normal, and that's just takes a while, but I'm getting there.
I'm good, buddy. Praying for you.
Thank you.
Well, up next we have see the banner says Nanook of the North.
I've got
I believe that is Brooke Cheney. How you doing, Brooke?
I'm good. I realized I should put my hat on though.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna be here, I should have my hat on.
Oh yeah. Well, appreciate that. Here, let me pull you up here. Look at that. VIP.
That's awesome.
Yes. And
apparently it's
the deal is in that it actually
pink.
It actually says when people are joining the VIPs, there's a deal about how long you're there, and there's perks to certain levels. And so Brooke is actually the very first one to receive that hat. That logo on that hat and stuff is only it's just going to be for those people that reach that time zone, that time or the time and all that stuff. So anyway,
hey Hillbilly,
Brooke,
I gotta say she wears pink better than you do. I just gotta say.
Yeah. Yeah, I had some pink underwear one time when I washed my red shirt with them, but yeah. So
Sounds
Brooke,
like my kind of laundry for sure.
did anybody make your week better? Did you get a chance to make anybody else's week better?
Well, I will say that I loved finding these patriotic kisses. So that made my day better. And then I got to give it out to all of my students and everything today. So that was fun.
Oh, yeah.
Excited for tomorrow if we can get rid of some of the rain because we're supposed to go full auto tomorrow. So it should be lots of fun. So that'll make a bunch of people giggle if we get to do that. But yeah, it's been good. I know there's always a blessing in every day.
My mic's muted, of course. Awesome. Thank you so much. I sure appreciate it. And thank you for being here.
Sure. Thanks for inviting me.
Up next, we have everybody's favorite Gizzard Gary. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing all right. Thanks for having me.
Oh, man. Good. You can be here. I appreciate you coming on and joining us. So did you get a chance to make anybody's week better? Anybody make your week better this week?
Well, y'all always make my week better, just allowing me to spend time with you and stuff like that. So anytime I can spend time on YouTube with my favorite people, they're making my day better. So I hope I made somebody's day better this week. I don't know of anybody specifically, but goodness knows I tried. So
oh yeah. Yeah, Georgia Shooting Connection and Foul Territory and stuff. G-Webs on Friday night. Brooke before this show. You all make people's week better for having these shows, and the list just goes on and on. So, man. Well, thank you so much for being here, Gary. I sure appreciate you, buddy.
You bet.
And the person up next, we missed him for the last week. He was out on a road trip. So glad to have P.O back. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing real well. Thanks to all those kisses that Brooke gave us in the back room when no one was looking,
Just so we're clear, I'm not kissing folks. I'm giving them kisses. Just so we're okay. Don't
just so we're clear.
Yeah, P.O.'s kissing and telling, ain't he?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's my middle name, Kiss and Tell, man.
I don't know, P.O. and all of the women around him. I just had to be clarifying here in case my husband's watching.
Oh,
I
man.
had a good week. I'm happy to be here as always. You know, I got to echo what Gary said. You know, it always makes our day better to have the opportunity to come out here and hang out with people and interact with the folks over here in the side chat and see what they're up to and listen to their comments and I always get some good ideas from the folks in the side chat over there too. So that's helpful.
Oh man. Yeah. Thank you for being here. And did you get a chance to make anybody's week better? Anybody make your week better? I know you
I
were
think so.
outside the
Yeah.
home last week. So
Yeah, I was out at an annual camp out with some of my older motorcycle riding buddies, some of the adventure rider boys. We went camping, and then after that, I went over to Death Valley and hacked around there for a couple of days. But one thing that happened at the camp out is a couple of friends of mine wrecked, and they wrecked within about 2 feet of each other on 2 separate days. One guy broke his leg in 3 places. The other guy tore his arm and shoulder up. And so I was in my pickup because I'm not riding anymore. So I was the ambulance driver. It's about
my
30
goodness.
miles to the hospital and an all night, stint there. But anyway, I called both those guys today and checked in on them, see how they were doing. We talked for about an hour each. So that was good. And they both said, well, thanks for calling and gave them a little bit of a lift. So
Yeah, I would
that was good.
guarantee you made their day better. Yeah. Oh
So,
man.
yeah, that was
Well,
me.
glad-
And I had a good day myself. Made my own self feel better today too, calling those guys. And then I got to spend
great.
rest of the day at the reloading bench. That's always fun and
Mhm.
cathartic for me. So
Well, thank you for sharing that, buddy. Appreciate you being here as always, VL. And up next we have Garage Guy 879. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Uh, doing all right, I guess. It's always good to be here sharing time with you people. Seeing all those familiar names over in the side chat. It's always a lot of fun to be here. Thanks for having me, Mike.
Oh man, always happy to have you, buddy. So did you get a chance to make anybody's week better this week, or anybody make your week better?
Well, actually, there was one good thing that happened this past week. We got our yearly pay raises on our check from work, so
Nice.
it was a pretty decent raise too. So I can't complain about that.
All righty, that's awesome. Now if they could just bring the price of bologna down,
Right.
it's sure helpful, fella, wouldn't it?
It sure would.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here, buddy. I appreciate you as always. And up next, we have Mr. Pat in the bunker. I believe he is in the bunker. He's not out on the tractor or out fighting the storms right now. So,
Yeah, I'm actually down in the bunker. I had a bit of a gun emergency this evening and had a massive, well, it wasn't a failure, it wasn't the gun's fault. Had some ammunition go bad and start sending primers into the rest of the system and completely locked my bolt up, the pin, everything. It locked the whole, it did 4 shells in a row, and man, it just ran it right into the ground. So
ugly.
not very happy, but I got it all tore apart. So now I'm just in the middle of cleaning up. So I apologize if I'm not on camera very much because I am handling gun parts and stuff tonight. So I just want to, and I don't have time to chat because my fingers are all greasy and everything. Because this is my daily gun. It rides in the pickup with me all the time. So I feel kind of naked without my my passenger with me on my days.
yeah.
So I apologize to side chat, but I just want to say hi to side chat and how did everybody here tonight. And thanks for having me on tonight.
Well, thank you, buddy. You sure appreciate you for being here. All right.
Yeah,
And
no problem.
also, real quick, I was going to highlight this comment here, Ron, real quick, and then you can go back to where you're at. But Defense Dad, this is really a cool deal because Anyway, he said we traded our stepdad's truck on a new Caddy GMC Denali. Stepdad's initials were GMC, and she wanted his initials on a new rig to remember him by. That is so cool. Defense dad had lost a stepdad this here recently, so still in our prayers, buddy. But that's a really cool story. So we still have one more person in the back room, and last but definitely not least, we're going to bring out Mr. Leather Craftsman himself, Mark Thomas. How you doing this evening, Mark?
I'm doing real good, and I don't know. We might be able to have the least. It's been a real good week. We're enjoying that beautiful summer weather. We actually had a near record temperature on Thursday of almost 90 degrees. So looking forward to that good weather. And tried to do a little bit to make my son's day better today. We went out to the airsoft field, had a good time. The rain wasn't much fun. He bumped his knee pretty bad. And it was a little bit, a little bit less than perfect, but we had a good time. Came home and had a real good nap on the recliner chair. So hopefully I'll be able to stay awake for most of the show tonight.
Well, if something happens, we'll just scoot your recliner right on out in the back porch there in the green room, if you don't mind.
Don't mind at all.
At least you try to stay awake through the whole thing. I just say good night in about an hour and just go to bed. So, you know.
I try to as well, but I don't always make it.
Well, you got your kid on the airsoft. Tomorrow I'm bringing my daughter to paintball. So, you know, it could be interesting.
A lot of fun.
Awesome. Well, so did you get a chance to make somebody's week better tonight or this week? I'm sorry, Mark, or anybody make your week better?
Well, I try to do what I can for my students and do what I can here for my son. I've had quite a few students be very appreciative of what we've done so far this year, and try to help them out, making sure they make it through. So just looking forward to that end.
Oh man, yes, and as a teacher, I mean, you guys get to affect so many young people's lives, and it's so good. I'm so thankful that we have great teachers in the school systems, in the public school systems, and you guys definitely are not overpaid by any means, and so we just appreciate each and every one of you teachers that's schooling our kids. So, well, thank you so much for being here tonight, Mark.
Thank you.
All righty. So I figured since hang on a minute here.
I know there's someone knocking at
Tackle
the back door.
Flood just gifted 5 free memberships. Well, thank you so much for doing that, Buck. Really appreciate that. So we have 5 new VIPs. Oh man, that's awesome. Thank you, Buck. Really do appreciate you, buddy, for doing that. And the VIPs, we do have a live show for the VIPs only, or VIPs only on Tuesday nights. So if you're new as a VIP, make sure you try to make that, because we sure try to have fun over there. So I thought, since it is May the 4th, I thought this would be kind of fun to do. We just started off with this. May the 4th be with you. So what's your favorite Star Wars movies? And so Ron, we'll just start out with you and we'll go around the panel, okay?
Oh, that's difficult, man. There's so many good ones. Wow. Oh. You caught me
We'll
off
try
guard.
to keep it, since there's so many of us on here, we'll try to keep it to one.
Yeah, yeah. My goodness, I don't. You caught me off guard. There's so many things. Yeah, I'm gonna be the rogue and go with Rogue One. Yeah,
Rogue One.
yeah. I like that storyline. I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah.
Oh man, yeah, that's a good one. No doubt about that. So, all right. So, Jamie, we'll jump right on over to you.
The first one. I'm not a Star Wars guy. I've only saw 2 of them. And
So what was your favorite one?
The first one.
The first one? That's a good one. Oh yeah, we're getting a lot of good comments out there in the side chat. And I actually I just want to stop here for a second. Our buddy Moondog is out there. I thought this was something I'd like to bring up tonight, and we'll go on. We might talk about it right after this. We get through the Star Wars. So if somebody remind me, I want to. Moondog's not able to be on with us tonight because he got a strike for sharing something that he should never got a strike for, or having something on his channel. I'll explain all that, but if you guys don't mind, don't let me forget about that. So Hasbro, we'll jump right on over to you. What's your favorite Star Wars movie?
It's the first one, A New Hope. I don't know. It's just one of those iconic things when you go to see that in the theater, and nothing has ever been on the screen like that before. It just burns in your brain, and it's kind of a classic storyline. You know, the second and third movies are good. The newer ones, I'm just sort of, that's okay. But no, I'm kind of with Jamie. The New Hope, the first one is classic for a lot of different reasons. Introduced everybody to all the different characters, the different worlds, stuff that they kind of take for granted in the following storyline. So for me, it's A New Hope.
Oh yeah, that first one. I mean, I know there's a lot of really great ones, but the reason there's more Star Wars shows is because that first one come out with such a punch. Everybody's like, whoa, this is cool. And so awesome. So Brooke, we'll drop right on down to you.
Well, I was looking for my Chewbacca because I have various little Lego people on my desk, and Chewie is currently missing. So that's why I'm like, wait a second, he's here somewhere. But yes, I have a Chewbacca, but unfortunately, right now I just have Wonder Woman and Harley Quinn, and I don't know where Chewbacca is. They probably tied him up somewhere with duct tape, is what I'm thinking. So, or maybe the last two is missing. I don't know. So Chewbacca is currently missing, but I would say Star Wars, the very first movie that we all got to see as children, because I think all of us are older than 20. At least I'm guessing that. So the original Star Wars, the very first one. No, not you. You're not older than 20, Mark. Okay, good to know. But to be fair, yeah, the beard gives it away a little bit because the teenagers all look like that. So obviously you're under 20. So, but yeah, the first one because, the Millennium Falcon, getting to meet Luke Skywalker and that brash cowboy, Harrison Ford. And then the amount of my life that was spent with is there really someone in R2D2? Is there really a little person in there? And like just all of the curiosity that it created and all of that. So that would be mine. And if I find Chewbacca before the end of the thing, I'll show him to you guys.
Awesome. well, good. I like that, Brooke. So, Gary, how about you, buddy? First, Gary's been doing some movie stuff on his channel on Foul Territory, and so some of his friends like Gizzard every time we talk about a movie, you have no idea what we're talking about. So they kind of bullied you into doing what, Gary?
Well, I've got a whole list of movies they want me to watch,
Yeah.
but I have to do a weekly review on my podcast now every week. So yeah, I get
Gary
to
caught
play
up in
movie
movies.
critic for like 20-year-old movies and stuff like that. So it's kind of fun.
So was Star Wars? Did you get to watch any of the Star Wars?
I watched the original movie at the movie theater, and no, I was not a little kid. I was 17, Brooke.
Little is relative. Little. See, look, and I found Chewbacca. Chewbacca lives. They did not duct tape him. He is really here. So yes, but no. Well, young.
So
Oh,
despite the fact that I have a baby Yoda here,
that's the child.
I have not seen that movie. I've only seen the original movie, so that's my favorite. Easy cheesy, peasy, whatever.
Yeah, for all of us who had all the toys, don't we wish we kept them in the wrappers? They'd be worth something now.
Well, toys are even more fun now. When you have your second childhood, you get all your toys back.
Agreed.
But you get expensive toys to play with too.
Counts till season 3. Then after season 3, it don't count anymore. I don't think I've watched all the Mandalorians. The ones I have watched, I liked though. So awesome! Another very first Star Wars. Awesome. So how about you, Walter?
There we go. I had to unhillbilly myself. I gotta go to episode 4, A New Hope, the first one that came out in 1977. I was older than most of you. At the time, I was already 30 years old, and I'll never forget going. I wasn't going to go see it. You know, I heard that it was coming out, and I was living out in the country and teaching VOAG and sheriffing and cowboying and all that good stuff out there. And my partner, the deputy 2 at the station out there, said, "No." He said, "You want to go see this?" I said, "No, I don't. It's space sci-fi junk. I don't want to go see that." "No, you don't get it." He said, "It's cowboys and Indians in space. There's bar scenes, there's dancing girls, there's shootouts. They're all talking about faster horses, except it's faster spaceships. Says, you want to go see it?" Dang if he wasn't right. Man, it's cowboys and Indians in space, and I loved every second of it. So it was a game changer in the film industry for sure. Nothing had ever been done like that before, and it was refreshing and exciting. It had me in the first 5 minutes. You know, there was more action in that first 5 minutes of that movie than other movies in their entireties. So it was a good one for sure. So I'm voting for A New Hope, episode 4, first one on the screen.
Awesome. Good stuff. Yeah, there's the side chat, man. They definitely got it going on out there, man.
Well, it's like Defense Dad said, I'm a Star Wars fan, but when I was a kid, like Buck Rogers, all I can think of is Twinkie going beep 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 beep. And that was like my favorite thing with Buck Rogers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was a big Buck Rogers fan too. So thanks a lot, Walter. Garage Guy, how about you?
Well, I gotta go.
Did I ask to Kiss play any music in any of them? Because if they did, that would be the one you'd choose, right?
Do what? I couldn't hear you.
I said, was there any Kiss songs in any of the Star Wars movies? Because I figured that'd be the one you would choose if there was.
Well, I can tell you this. The second time I saw the first Star Wars movie, drove to a drive-in, I had the Love Gun 8-track in the car playing on the way there.
Nice.
But anyhow, yeah, the first movie, A New Hope, it started out the one ship chasing after the other, and the special effects were really excellent, especially at a theater. That's where I saw it the first time. And you had all the surround speakers and everything, and boom, and those flashing blue lights, the ships be shooting their little torpedoes or whatever. It really caught your attention in the first few minutes, and had a very good classic storyline, good versus evil. And even if they never made another Star Wars movie after that, I mean, it ended, with the Death Star blowing up and everybody was going on happily ever after. It was a good movie, good story.
Oh yeah,
And
definitely.
also, I do have Buck Rogers in the 25th Century, season 1 here in my living room. I enjoy that too.
Yep, I do believe I have several of those on DVR.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, good stuff, buddy. Thanks for sharing with us. And we'll go. I want to congratulate R4, Mississippi R4 Thunder. Seeing there's banner out there is comment. So they're having a baby coming in like 10 weeks. Congratulations, buddy, on that. Awesome. So, Pat, I don't know if you can answer or what, if you're still got your hands greasy or dirty or whatever. If not, we'll just skip you. But
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just can't turn the camera on right now. But man, it is so hard to pick between the first trilogy. It is super hard because I loved all three of those movies, even though it was a little bit past my time. I still got the trilogy on tape, in the box set in VHS. But I can't nail any one of them down, so I'm just gonna say 4, 5, and 6. The very first trilogy. Because I can't pick because it's the suspense and exactly what Walter said. Cowboys and Indians in space. Perfect. That's what it was. So, and all the different aliens and the weird worlds, and just even when I was 7, 8 years old, blew my hair back. So,
oh yeah,
I just got to say the trilogy, man. It's just the trilogy.
You guys are killing me here. I want to go shut this chat off and go put a Star Wars movie.
Exactly.
Right?
I have to drag them out tomorrow now.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, good stuff, Pat. So, Mark Thomas, what was your favorite one?
Definitely the first one, or whatever you want to call the fourth one. that first Star Wars movie in '77. I was not quite as old as Walter at that point, but I can remember going to see that for the first time, and we actually went to see it in a drive-in theater. I was with a family, a friend, just a close group from the neighborhood. They went on a trip down to see some family in Kentucky, and we went to a drive-in theater and saw that movie. And we were kids, 7, 8, 9 years old. We were out there goofing off, and then that thing started up. And I remember sitting, like probably about 5, 10 minutes into the movie, sitting down on the swing set and just sitting there and staring at it. I mean, we couldn't have cared less at the beginning, the first couple of minutes, but man, once it got started, we just were riveted. And if you do some research on that first movie, George Lucas had studied a lot of old movies, and we talk about it being a cowboy movie, Cowboys and Indians. It's actually based on an old movie called Seven Samurai by Akira Kurosawa. And Akira Kurosawa was funded by the U.S. government after World War II to make some Japanese cultural movies. And that was one of the movies he made. And if you watch it side by side to some of the scenes in that New Hope, it's uncanny. The two main characters are a tall guy and a little short fella. It's almost real similar to that old Cervantes novel, but they're traveling around doing their thing, Don Quixote style. And then the sword fights between the samurai. When you watch the choreography of those samurai sword fights versus the Star Wars, 40 years later, they're almost identical. It's great. It's a great, cool, fun, historical thing to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And Moondog's arguing with you out there. He says, nope, it was Hidden Fortress, not Seven Samurais.
Oh, he may be right.
And now, Moondog, you're arguing with a history teacher, buddy. So, you better bring your A game, brother.
No, he may be correct.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, such great answers. And I mean, or suggestions what you guys liked. And yeah, I'm kind of like Walter. I'm like, man, I might be watching some Star Wars movies here in the next few days. And I mean, let's face it, kind of what's on our regular TV daily, sometimes it's just not worth watching, so thank goodness we have some good classic movies like that you can sit down with your family and watch. I mean, Moondog said he's a Japanese film buff. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I'll yield to that. No problem.
We're going to get Mark and Moondog on a 1-to-1 on here some evening. And let's see, give us some good history lessons, in the film industry and stuff. That's awesome.
Well, we're going to meet up next month.
So for me, of course, the first Star Wars was just awesome. I mean, like everybody else, seeing it at the movie theaters and everything. And, but the way they're all numbered now, like, we had prequels and all that, I'm totally lost, as far as the numbers go. The only way I can kind of relate them is when they actually came out, at the movie theaters or whatever. And so was it the second one? Maybe in the third one where they had the bikes that was going through the woods and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't remember which
great.
one that was, but I love that, man. Them like tripping the big tall robot things. And I was like, man,
Return of the Jedi.
Yep.
Yeah, Return of the
Return
Jedi.
of the Jedi.
Yeah, I'm like, man, this is just keeps getting better. As the movie, I was like, man, I'm liking this stuff.
I kept looking for a Kawasaki insignia on those bikes. I mean, they reminded me so much of like a Kawasaki 650 or something.
Yeah, no kidding, man. Like even the hover cars, whatever, and
the speeders,
and some of those and stuff. It's like, now they actually have that. They've had that stuff for quite a while in the military, but yeah, it's so cool that stuff you've seen, at a younger age, and then like you see, okay, yeah, that's a real thing now, And so yeah. So guys, also I want to make sure everybody get your hashtag in, hashtag HBN 76, get entered in the giveaway, and we will be doing a giveaway for the Skinny Blue Knife that is sponsored by our very own VIPs, and I'm gonna have to dig it out, but you won't be getting this one, you'll be getting a brand new one. Blackbeard. Kai is generous enough to donate a lighter. And I'll dig that out here in a little bit to show everybody. Ooh. But yeah, you'll be getting a brand new lighter from Blackbeard. And those lighters are cool.
Boy,
I will give you a warning. If you got your finger on top of it when you strike the deal, it will shock you. I learned that firsthand. Matter of fact, the very first time I pushed the button, I'm like, okay, we don't need to have our hand up top there. So anyway, so we'll be having 2 giveaways tonight. So make sure you get your hashtags in.
I might just have to clean my hands off for that so I can enter it in.
There you go.
Blue is my
Yeah.
favorite color, so I might have to do that. I might have to stay up past my bedtime.
Yeah, and I'm going to unzip this and get it on out, so I can show it after.
Brooke,
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Brooke,
He's looking at his lap and he's saying that, so I'm sorry.
I knew exactly where your mind went as soon as you started giggling.
So at this time, before we go on to the next topic, like I said, don't let me forget I wanted to talk about what happened to Moondog on his channel. We'll do that very next, but I think we should ask Jamie to call out the side chat. And Walter, what would you like to put in the side chat for everybody to type in so Jamie can call their, as Jamie say, call your name out on the TV.
R2D2. Everyone can spell that one. I was going to say
R2D2.
Chewbacca, but that'd have been too hard.
So if you type in R2D2, Jamie will call your name out there on the TV.
Are you ready?
Whenever you are, buddy, if you're up early working.
I got my mouse and my Hillbilly Up mouse pad, so I don't need an up arrow no more. So get some of that, StreamYard. Walter Viejo is in the side chat and in the panel. There's Chris Lang. We got Gizzard Gary also on the panel. Duffer 426 hollering, wait. Okay, we'll wait. That's long enough. Tim S is out there. Brooke Cheney. Chris from the 740. Hey, Chris. Good to see you, man. Tactical Fud. Duffer 426. Fluffy 10mm. Jeep Guy Abigail Finnegan. Mark Thomas is on the panel and the side chat as well. Garage Guy 879 also. There's my buddy Moondog Industries. Ron Wayne is also on the panel in the side chat. Tim S. Hasbro, Dale Pogue, Pat in the Bunker, Tommy Boy, Bobby Barlow, Nutty 357, and Mike. R4 Mississippi Thunder, gun websites, Hasbro, that's okay. Mike, Willie Marino, Nutty 357, Dwayne 7834, Chris Lang, Pat in the Bunker again, Nutty 357 again, and I'm getting those mixed up with the entries. Ron 2A Matters, Bubba Triclops, Ballistics, and Boomstick 22LR. And I think that's all. Wait a minute. I got a Lakeview Outdoors and Mr. Bob. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it means something. So, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for joining us. And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Well, thank you so much for shouting everybody out, man. Such great. Starting to list the names of all those people, man. Like, man, each and every one of these people are just awesome. I mean, a content creator or not, we are so lucky to be involved in a great community like this. I mean, really, it's wonderful. I mean, we are very fortunate. And so I just wanted to talk a little bit about Moondog emailed me, and so he's not wasn't able to be on tonight because as Moondog Go, which he was sharing this show. See, I think it was anyway. I don't know if it was last Saturday. Yeah, it was last Saturday, and he got a strike because the deal said handling a weapon on live. So the only thing that was handled was a knife. And so now, I mean, are they considering that as, because before it was a gun, and matter of fact, if the gun is taken apart, you can show the upper without the lower, you can show the lower without the upper, as long as it wasn't complete, that was fine. And, but the thing was, is he was sharing it on two of his channels, Moondog Industry and Moondog Go. Moondog Industry. Okay, they removed the video. Okay, he didn't get the strike. They removed the video then. They did not do anything to that one, only the one. And of course, I had the stream going, and I don't know if anybody else was sharing at that time, but this AI that they're using, I think is. Do you guys think that's maybe the cause of some of these different deals? I know Walter, didn't you get something happen to a trigger pull just recently, and some other people?
Yeah, I got a strike for it and all I did was a trigger pull. No ammo, showed the gun was clear, all that kind of good stuff. Just a standard trigger pull video, and they removed the video and gave me a strike. I peeled it and they gave it back to me, but nonetheless, then they started this business of turning our comments off on our videos, just arbitrarily, just shut our comments off so no one could comment. Who knows?
And if like, for instance, if you see like somebody's video that you watch a lot and they always have their comments on, and you notice they are shut off, if you have a way to contact them or contact somebody that can contact them so they can go turn those back on, because the algorithm takes that in consideration, right? So when you put out video that people's commenting on it, they're going to put it out there for more people to see. And so when those comments are turned off, it's pretty hard for video to get traction. So, I'm hoping that like us as community and stuff like that, we can try to help each other out with just little things like that. And also, if you're not getting somebody's alerts that you most usually watch a lot, or you used to get their alerts, go check and make sure that you're still subscribed to that channel, because they will unsubscribe you. And so if you're like, man, Boomstick, I watch his show all the time. He puts out video about every day, and I ain't seen anything out for a week or two. Well, more than likely, this might be unsubscribed, And I was just using Boomstick as an example there, but yeah. So always go and check that out, because with this community that we're in, we know all the great people in here and how generous people are, and nice, and we have so much in common. I don't think, like, even though they're like kind of against the gun community, I don't think they really have an idea of how great the people are in the gun community. And yeah, we watch other stuff. We all have other interests, if it's cave exploring, or finances, or history, videos, or whatever the case might be. And I think that they don't realize that the gun community is just great people. And so try to help out anybody that might have their comments off or whatever. And so I just kind of want to talk about that for a second. And so anybody we definitely don't want to like get rude here or anything or nothing like that, or just be YouTube haters, because we're not. YouTube is a great platform for us to be together on, and their house, their rules. But when we follow the rules and we still get a spanking for it, that's just kind of not fair. So does anybody else have anything else to share about along those lines?
I'll say one quick thing. Y'all, I told y'all I was moving my mom, and one of my nieces was wearing a shirt today that said, "I want to live in a country that loves children more than they love guns." And I'm strapped and got an extra magazine at the time. So, alrighty then. It's the liberalization of the world, man. It ain't YouTube. It ain't just America. It's the liberalization and the far left, the ultra left. It's like the whole world is moving to the left. But
Well, I know
Yeah.
that my suicide prevention Saturday, what was it, 4 weeks ago now, I guess. Viejo knows because he was I think he was madder than I was when it happened.
Yeah.
Like,
Crazy.
Yeah.
but it was just we're in the middle of this, and I've been doing suicide prevention Saturday since 2020 on YouTube and since 2018 on Facebook. And it was just like this is my second time that I got dinged where they just cut the live. And the first time I did learn that part of that is because unfortunately people literally will go on Facebook Lives and they will commit suicide. So I mean I understand the terms of service on that, but it's just like American Hillbilly was talking about is like, well, the AI is not looking at the whole picture. So I know that for the next 2 weeks or so, I was kind of nervous as to whether or not I was going to get chopped off in the middle of the thing. So, like you said, even though we again as gun owners, we tend to be very law abiding and paying attention to the details, and yet we're following the regulations, but we're still not being able to keep doing the things that we're doing. So another thing we talk about in class all the time is gun owners are the most law-abiding citizens out there because we actually pay attention to the things like our rights and what the laws are or not. So it is frustrating to try to do it all, but then still get kicked off.
Wow. I want to address Boomsticks here again. He said since making the backup channel active 2 weeks ago, YouTube has removed 65 videos.
That's just
And
crazy.
he literally just started not that long ago, Boomsticks Revenge. And I didn't realize this, but evidently it got suspended and now he's had to do Boomstick 22 Long Ride. And if you guys have watched Boomsticks shows, he's literally sitting there shooting targets.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand it.
Yeah, you get on their radar and you stay on it. You know, they look for any little thing they can nitpick you to death on.
Well, and like what Jamie said about the T-shirt that says, "I wish we lived a place where they love guns as much as kids, or kids as much as guns," and I'm just like, I get a lot of conversations like, "Oh, well, you know, driving is regulated, so should guns be." I'm like, dude, you don't understand. You get a driver's license, you can drive anywhere in America, you can go to Canada with it, and you can go to Europe and you can drive. I have to go through a background check, fingerprinting, get the permission to carry a firearm in my state. And because I'm in Connecticut, I can't go to Rhode Island, Massachusetts, or New York, which are all my bordering states. And it's like the people who want more regs don't understand and have no interest in learning the fact of all the stuff that we know, which is we do pay attention to a lot of what's going on around us, and we do love our children more than our guns, and always have and always will.
Oh yeah. Well,
I just watched a video this morning from Dragon Rider 385. He's got a fairly small channel, like 500 subscribers, and he put out a notice this morning saying he's done with YouTube. He got in a little bit of Dutch with him, so he's not going to do anything on YouTube anymore. He's all over on Rumble.
Yeah. So Boomstick says YouTube every time says I'm trying to sell guns and ammo. I've never heard you ever even
never
talk anything about that. But Boomstick, I'm just going to tell you right now, when this video's over, I'm going to go back and edit it. So every time we say the word Boomstick, I'm just going to put in a beep. You know, that way I don't get in trouble.
Well,
That's funny.
it's got to be said, Fluffy has it right. Driving is a privilege.
Right.
R2A rights are rights. They should not be infringed upon for any reason.
Yeah, there's a difference
Totally agree.
between a privilege like driving and a constitutionally guaranteed right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I
Yep.
mean,
Totally 100% agree. You guys are just nailing it on the head, so I'm just gonna let you guys keep going.
I don't want to get too radical about it and get this stream shut down, but that's bullshit. I mean,
it is.
Yeah.
And
Well, I will throw one thing in real quick. I know it's AI on most of this stuff trying to catch everything. And guess what? It was designed by humans and humans with an ideology.
Yep.
So
What-
no technology is perfect.
let's amend that. It was designed by liberal humans with a
Exactly.
propaganda agenda. And
Yep. Exactly.
there's no way around it.
Exactly. Yep.
well,
You nailed it better than I did.
AI can't. I mean, I'm just a hillbilly. What I know, but as far as I know, I mean, like they can't determine reality. So it's just like that time when Gizzard, when he's doing the, show us your gorn, which is pictures, and you can clearly not, show pictures of guns and stuff on a live without breaking any rules, right? And anyway, so the one where like in the pictures the gun is in the hand, but it's just a picture. Well, they shut it down, so like AI can't determine reality of, oh, okay, that was just a picture, So I think there's a lot of problems with the AI systems. I mean, maybe not just on YouTube, but other stuff, because I believe they're using them to trade. They're trading stock market with them now, and this and that. And I wonder if at some point in the future that AI is going to be either banned or strongly regulated. I don't know, but I don't have any idea, but
As long as it serves their agenda, they're only going to strengthen it.
yeah.
Well, on the plus side, most of the models that are out there were just meant to be large vocabulary and information. When it was kept in the laboratory, it was given good information. Now that they've let it out of the laboratory, it's getting worse and worse because it has all of the information coming in it. And like Hillbilly keeps saying, it doesn't know the good from the bad. It just knows that there's a lot of stuff out there. So the funny thing about it is right now it's actually getting dumber, not smarter. So that's not good for us either. So.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm sure those AIs definitely can be tweaked. And Buck, thanks for sharing Boomstick 22 long rifles link. I'm definitely going to actually click on it right now, so I have it on the other screen. So I mean, come on, he's got 21 subscribers over there, and that's just sad. I mean, guys, please click on that link and go over there. I mean, that's just sad, all the work people put in, and Walter, several people's been through this, and it takes a lot of work, doing these videos and all that stuff. I mean, even though we want to do it and we enjoy it, but then when you lose it all, that's what really stinks, about the whole situation. So anyway, unless somebody else has something to say real quick, we'll kind of go on to the next topic.
He's up to 27 subscribers.
All right.
Yeah, I just subbed to myself over there, and it on my end of this, that's sickening because Boomstick, he's a great channel, and I see no difference in what he does and what I do, and that makes me upset. I'm sorry.
It's
That's where
scary,
I'm at.
yeah.
It's what do we expect next? You know, it's I don't know.
Mhm.
We got your back, Boomstick. I'll say that.
You betcha. And we should, for people in our community. Um, you know, he wasn't, as they would say, poking the bear or anything. He wasn't, talking about YouTube. He wasn't, doing like trying to do stuff against the rules and stuff. So that's what really stinks. But guys, make sure you're hashtag in hashtag VIP 76, and we'll get that giveaway here in just a little bit. I thought the next topic up is so. Oh, I put what pistol? Yeah, what pistol caliber carbines do you like, or they just not for you? And the reason I chose this night, I think we probably talked about quite a long time ago, and sometimes that's brought up in different chats and stuff. But in leaps and bounds, there's quite a few more. Every time you kind of turn around, there's another pistol caliber carbine. So I thought we just kind of do a quick run through across the panel tonight and stuff, and see what everybody thinks. So Mark Thomas, we'll just start back down with you and work our way back around.
Sure. I just had to make a quick check to make sure I wasn't muted. I would, I'd kind of like to have one of those Henry Homesteaders. It appeals to me. Wood stock, lots of traditional sort of furniture configuration. That would be something I'd like. But that PSA 9mm they sent you, that's also really, really appealing. I like the looks of it. So far, it seems like it's functioning well. Those would probably be my top two if I was going to invest in anything right now. That would definitely be it.
Awesome. Yeah. I like the fact that more and more is coming out, so we have a great selection of them. And yeah, man, that's a sweet rifle too. The Heritage Homesteader. I mean, that's, if you like old school, furniture, man, I just like that. And so, Pat, do you have a chance to talk, buddy, or you want? Or well, if you get a chance, just go ahead and talk. If not, then we'll move on to the next person.
No, I'm here. Yeah, that homesteader. I'm right there with Mark. Man, I don't know what it is about it. It just would be a nifty pistol caliber rifle to have just in a traditional looking form. I guess first and foremost, I'm a walnut and blue steel guy at heart. I mean, I like all guns. Don't get me wrong, but man, walnut and blue steel, man, that's just right up my alley. So yeah, I got to go with Mark on that one.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. So awesome, Pat. So Garage Guy, we'll just jump right on over to you, buddy.
He's not going to tell you, apparently.
Let's keep it a secret.
Well, I got to go with Mark here, Pat. That Homesteader's a beautiful firearm, but it costs a daggone much,
Yeah.
And Ruger's got that PC carbine, and they did make it in 40 Smith & Wesson at one time, but they don't even have that on their website anymore. But I've heard pretty good things about it, like 90% of the time. But a couple of people, Andy Z, what is it?
Andy Z28.
Yeah, Z28. He had one, had to send it back, and I think they ended up replacing the barrel on it. But yeah, that Henry. I just hope they bring it out in different calibers here before long. I'd love to see a carbine in 357 Sig, man. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. No doubt about that. Well, awesome stuff there, buddy. So, how about you, Walker? I know you're not much of a rifle guy, but
Well, I've got a few. I have the Ruger PC9, the 9mm autoloader, and I was just watching Hickok's video. He had one in 45 ACP. If I could get my hands on one of those, I'd have one in a fat minute. And I've got a couple of my Henry levers are carbine length in pistol caliber. The 357 and 45 Colt are technically pistol caliber carbines, but not what we usually think of when we use that term. But I like that little PC9. You know, here in California, we have to get the one that holds, Glock magazines, which is neither here nor there, I guess, because that's what you got to use in them to get our 10-round maximum. But they
yeah,
are fun to shoot. They're inexpensive. You can put whatever kind of optic on them you want, and a good matchup if you've got a semi-auto 9mm handgun to go shoot with it. Take one box of ammo and go. So
yeah,
I kind of like it. I don't know how practical they are for much anything other than plinking, but
yeah,
still fun firearms.
yeah, for sure. And good stuff, buddy. Yeah, that and 45. Yeah, that'd be a good choice. So, Gary, how about you, buddy?
Well, I only have the one, and that's my High Point. I got the 9mm carbine, and I've had that. I've had that for quite a while. I love shooting that thing. It just keeps. It's kind of like a Energizer battery. It just keeps going and going and going. It might be a little heavy, but man, it's a ton of fun for not a whole heck of a lot of money. So
Yeah,
I'd like to have another one in another caliber or two, maybe.
yeah, yeah. There's I did a lot of high point video, and there was hardly. I mean, of course, you have a few here and there, but most of the comments is like, yeah, I got one in 45, or I got one in this or that, and I absolutely love it. It just runs great, and every time I take it to range, everybody wants to shoot it. I mean, they say, well, I wasn't on one of those, but they'll shoot it with a big smile on their face, So yeah, good stuff, brother. So how about you, Nanook of the North?
Well, here in Connecticut, we're only allowed to have fixed magazine rifles now and carbines.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it is not good here. I hate to say this, Viejo, but I might have it worse than California right now. Because it's just like I've got friends who are safety officers at the range, and they're like, this fixed magazine stuff is garbage whenever there's a malfunction and whatnot. But as y'all know, I am a handgun girl pretty much completely, but I really do like the 9mm carbines. And if I weren't in competition, I wouldn't know that I like it because we have some pickup guns from time to time. And so I just like the only thing I've really shot is a 9mm. And it happened to be a Ruger. So when garage guys like, oh, the Ruger, and I'm looking, I'm like, yeah, I couldn't even tell you which one I actually shot. I just knew we were up at a comp that Ruger was sponsoring. So that's the only reason I even know it's a Ruger. So, but I have to say, when I originally came out with them, I'm like, pistol carbine, that seems so stupid. But then I shot one. I'm like, oh, more fun with guns. Yay. So yeah, that's me. That's what I got for you.
Yeah. That's awesome that like you have different deals like in competition where you just have a pickup deal so you actually can try some new guns, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the sponsors really like that kind of stuff. They're like, hey, Ruger up here at least is a huge sponsor of most of the competition and stuff, whether it's USPSA, Steel Challenge, all that sort of stuff. So it's like we all have 5 million Ruger hats. And so like when Smith & Wesson was still in Massachusetts, there'd always be at least 1 or 2 stages in the big matches where you'd have a Smith & Wesson pickup gun. So yeah, the Judge was not so much fun as a pickup gun. I'm not gonna lie, but the pistol carbine from Ruger was actually a lot of fun. And I just, like I said, I know that it was in 9. But yeah, now in Connecticut we can't buy anything that doesn't have a fixed mag. So it really kind of not fun to shoot rifles here in Connecticut. Is he muted again, or is it just me? I swear I see his lips moving, but I don't hear anything.
Yeah, it's me. I said that just really stinks, though. But
yeah. Super bad.
Feel for you guys, man.
And y'all think that YouTube is bad? No, Connecticut's worse.
Well, good stuff. So Hasbro, let's jump right on up to you.
You're going to ask me about a pistol caliber carbine? Have you not seen the videos? I've blown up 2 of them.
Yep.
And so I got a brand new barrel, fax and barrel, brand new fax and bolt, still sitting in Macon, Georgia. Jamie, I need you to do a drive-by.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute.
Over there and
wait a minute. Butt, YouTube, I do not mean that as violent. But yeah, that guy still has my stuff, making all kinds of excuses. I haven't got squat, and he's cashed my check. So I don't know. So right now I got a great upper and lower and butt stock and scope and looks great. Can't shoot squat.
Man.
But that's an Aero Precision EPC 9. And, you know, you would think you go with Aero. And I went with everything Aero to make sure it was perfect. And, yeah, they clearly don't have that dialed in. So that's what this guy's doing. Help me fix some issues and stop bolt bounce, stop out of battery detonations. But maybe one day I'll come back and say, yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with the pistol caliber carbine, but not yet.
Oh, man. Yeah, I hate that for you. Yeah, and you were very lucky in that video and stuff. I'm glad things didn't go any worse than what they did for you. And it's like, yeah, get this feller's gun back. It's stuff he needs.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, good stuff. So, Jamie, how about you, buddy?
So, pistol caliber carbine. Pistol meaning plastic semi-auto cartridges, right? So,
okay.
I got.
That'd be any, like, I assume it's any calibers that shot out of pistols, right?
Yeah, well, I look at Nutty 357's comment. I see 9, 40, 45, 10, but I like the revolver cartridges. I've got a 38 lever action and a 44 lever action, and that's what I like. And they're easy to load, reload for, and all that kind of stuff. But I do like those Ruger pistol caliber carbines. CW's got one that's fixed up really cool and really nice. And we see Chris from the 740 shooting his in competitions and all that. And those look really nice, but I'm not really a 9mm kind of guy. If they had it, if I could still get one like Garage Guy said, we could still get one in 40, that would be all about, I would be all about that. Or I think somebody's got one in 45. Of course, High Point's got all of them.
Yeah.
So they've got any caliber you want, but
Ruger's got one they call the LC, and it comes in 45 ACP among others.
That's what I was thinking.
There's a couple of companies that make them in 5.7 also.
Yeah, Ruger makes one of those. I've seen that one.
Yep.
But if you're a reloader 5.7s, it's not for you
Right.
because it's brass and everything is extremely out of reach. But yeah, I think that Smith and Wesson, if it came in 40, I'd like to have one of those. Or if a Ruger PCC, if I can get one of those in 40, or like you guys were saying, the Homesteader would be interesting in 40 or 10 millimeter, either one. So, and it's not that I don't like those things. I just don't care for 9 millimeter. But the firearms world, is cramming 9 millimeter down your throat, people.
Yep.
I mean, seriously, 9 millimeters everywhere, and I get it. It's all over the world. So,
Well, Jamie,
I
my
like to shoot
husband,
9mm. You know, there's still, it's easy to load, cheap to load.
it is.
It's almost cheaper for me to cast my own bullets and shoot 9mm than it is to buy 22 long rifle.
yeah, my
So-
husband actually made his revolver into 9 millimeter, so he wouldn't have to change out the Presta 357. So, yeah, it's everywhere for sure. But, anywho, good night, everybody.
You heading out, Brooke?
Yes,
night, Brooke.
sir. It's way past my bedtime.
Brooke, we'll see you.
Hillbilly Piston. Oh, we're gonna do the thing, the drawing soon. So I put the HBN in there, but no, don't worry about it. I'm gonna go night.
Well,
Okay.
Let's see. If I win, Jamie gets the skinny blue knife for me. I won't be here. But anyway, thanks for having me, Hillbilly. And,
we'll see you. Thanks for being here, Brooke. Appreciate
and
you.
as far as carbines go, not tomorrow, but tomorrow instead, hopefully we're shooting fully automatic M16s and all sorts of fun
Nice.
stuff. So off topic, but should be fun.
Enjoy.
Night, Brooke.
All righty.
Good night, guys.
Good
Make sure
night.
you're going to check out Brooke's channel. Great channel, a great start shooting school.
All right. I just closed
before this
the
show.
window, so I can't put in the link. Otherwise, I would. But yeah, if you just look for a great start shooting school in YouTube, pretty much it will come up. The worst part is make sure you get all the way to a great start shooting school and maybe put Connecticut in, because unfortunately, one of the things I've found is when you search for it, often it just comes with school shootings, and that's not as much fun.
Yeah, we'll put the link out there. I think somebody out there's got a 10 millimeter ranch. We'll put it in for you. So thanks a lot, Brooke. Appreciate it.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night, Brooke.
So, did we get to you? I'm sorry, I had to step out for a second.
Yeah, no, you didn't get to me. Let me clarify that.
Yeah. So, what's your thoughts on the PCCs?
Love it. I've got the, as some of y'all know on my channel, the BC9. I think it's the same one you got here, Billy, but I love it. It's flawless. It runs like a champ. It's never had any issues, and it's always been a good go-to, good range gun. Might have a new one coming here soon, but yeah, might give a teaser on that. Who knows? It'd be chambered in a popular 1911 caliber. We'll say that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yes, and so anything else, buddy, on those on the PCCs?
Not really. I had one of the Rugers. Gosh, when they first came out, I got one of the Ruger PC carbines, and I loved it. It was a great gun, but Lord, back then, that was before I had a channel, and I was going through a little bit of a rough time and had to take it to the gun shop and swap it or do something. I don't remember, but I missed it. But it's okay. Bear Creek filled the void, but they make a good one too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Defense Dad out there earlier was talking about the PSA AKV. He said it's really good shooting, underrated PCC, and that is something that is on my list. So I would like to try that gun out. So awesome stuff. For myself, man, there's a lot of great ones. And like you said, I know, like Jamie, you said something earlier about, planking and be the main thing. It'd be practical for that and stuff, but not, a lot of other stuff. But, I do believe it's really nice to be able to, have a rifle, either, on the back of your side by side truck or whatever. If you're out and about, camping, whatever. And then plus have a pistol and also, like you said, revolvers, whatever it might be, which a lot of us really love revolvers. And it'd be nice. It's nice to be able to take, okay, I'm shooting 9mm or 45 or whatever. So you can just load up, a bunch of that ammo, for your, if you're out camping and planking or whatever the case might be. And so, I just enjoy that. And I also enjoy having ammo for several different guns, not just one gun. So, that's always a big plus for me. And guys, thanks for sharing Brooks' channel out there. And it is about time for the giveaway here. And you dog. Hang on a second. See if it saved these. It's so aggravating every week. Let me make sure, see if it saved the entries here. It did not. Oh, geez. So I'm sorry, guys. I guess with 10 people in here, it did not pick up all the entries. So if you don't mind, please re-enter the hashtag VIP76.
Is it VIP 76 or HBN 76?
HBN.
HBN. I'm sorry. It is HBN. I said it wrong too. Oh
Hey,
my
Mike,
goodness.
speaking of 76, wasn't last week's chat 74?
No, we had one the other night.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
My
And
bad.
yeah, we had matter of fact, I'm glad you said that. We had Travis P11 and Defense Dad on, and right here, Thunder on the Prairie. We're talking about Thunder on the Prairie. It's coming up June 1st and 2nd. Travis P11 and Defense Dad is putting that on. So I'm very happy for them doing that. This will be their 3rd year, and it just keeps growing, and so we did a show Thursday night with them, and so yeah, we actually had quite a few people watching for just a pop-up chat like that. So yeah, we really had a good time. So anyway, we're gonna give everybody just a few more minutes here to get those hashtags in, because that I'm so sorry, guys. It seems like it happens every week, and I really do apologize. It was picking up earlier. It definitely was picking them up, and then when I went to make the screen bigger or whatever, it just it spun and stopped and didn't show any entries. So I don't know. So while we're waiting for them, anybody else have anything for just a minute or two? Something they might want to share or tell anybody?
I do.
Yeah.
Something that you and Walter may be interested in, and well, a lot of folks may be interested in. Hey, Bama Dad, it's going good, man. I saw today on Midway that Taylor and Company has a single action army clone chambered in 9mm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we're talking about pistol caliber carbines. This is kind of going the other direction.
Yeah, that's fine.
Ooh.
So
Yeah.
that was interesting, and Yeah, they've got them on sale, and I won't say how much they cost, but because certain entities that be would freak.
Right.
And
Cimarron's got a
Definitely
single
not
action
wrong,
army in
dude.
10 millimeter.
who does?
Cimarron.
Yeah.
They have
Oh, wow.
they have a single action army, clone frame and stuff, but it's in 10 millimeter. I thought not even I would do that.
Yeah. 9
That's
millimeter. Go ahead,
That's a
Ron.
stretch, right? 10 millimeter.
So
Nah,
do you have
that
to
don't
use
fit.
moon clips in that, Jamie, or
No, I don't think so.
okay?
No, it's a 9 millimeter cylinder.
Because the Taurus tracker, it come out, it had the 357 38 cylinder, and then you could swap the cylinder out and put a 9 millimeter in it, but you had to use the moon clips. In a way, a lot of guys said it's nice because you had their like half moon clips, so you could have your ammo, 3 on each side, and then you can just pop it in, spin it, and pop the other one in. But that sounds cool. Definitely.
And another thing that we might want to talk about, since me and you both have craft holsters, is they've got a 20% off sale going on right now. Code is
We do.
clean 20. So if anybody's interested in a holster from Craft, right now would be the time.
Yes. And I mean, I don't know about anybody else. I know Scotsman's out there. He's had craft holsters for quite a while. Also, Rich White, and other people have. And, they are a good holster. Now, there's a difference when you buy.
Uh-oh.
Hillbilly, you froze up.
That don't look good.
No.
No.
Yeah, he was talking about some internet issues.
Yeah.
So welcome to the Frozen Hillbilly Show.
Yeah, we had Nanook of the North earlier. Now we got the frozen wasteland of Hillbilly.
The Alaskan hillbilly.
Oh. Anybody here like guns?
What's a gun?
What's that?
Oh, they're dangerous.
Scary.
Uh-oh. Now he's completely gone.
Well, Ron's in first place. He's in charge. Everything that happens, blame Ron.
All right, Ron.
Yeah, Ron's in the hot seat now.
Now I get to take over.
How many strikes can we get, hillbilly? I'm just kidding.
Well,
What
he's
does
not
this
here.
button do?
Look at all these.
We can
shiny
talk about
buttons.
him behind his back.
I've got hosting capabilities. Yay!
So I put the code in the side chat, clean 20 for 20% off at Craft Holster.
That's good. Yeah, that's 20% off. A big deal.
Yeah, it sure
Yeah.
is.
Hillbilly just sent me a text, and it says, I had a power surge. I'll be right back. Keep it going, please.
Oh,
All right.
we
Hey,
got-
man, Guns and Barbecues got it right. That's what happens when you talk about single action clones and 9 millimeter. The
That's
The whole universe turns itself inside out.
I know all the Star Wars movies play backwards.
Yeah. Hillbilly's on the other side looking at the back of all our heads and laughing
Yeah.
at how little hair is back there, probably.
Well, Duffer says everyone wins a blue knife tonight. What do y'all think?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wait till he gets a bill for that.
All in favor? Aye.
Yeah.
Here, here.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
I
I saw in the side chat there, Scotsman made the trip back to his homeland there.
He did.
Yeah.
He's already until tomorrow.
Maybe he'll come back, he'll have found his accent,
There's Hillbilly out in the chat. This don't be costing me money. Oh, we'll try not to.
Yeah,
That hillbilly, he's a generous feller, though. He really
he is.
I've always said, nobody gives better than hillbilly does.
He'd give you the shirt off his back if anybody actually wanted the shirt off his back.
That's true. Then he'd be running around without a shirt,
Exactly. Sorry, hillbilly. We gotta do something to keep life alive here.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
Now,
So-
how many knives is he giving away tonight?
I don't know.
17, 18?
Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Whatever it takes.
Move.
Well, y'all, I'm gonna take off for the night. I'm beat.
Okay.
I'm tired.
You're fading.
Yep, I'm fading. Before I fall asleep on camera, I'm gonna get myself to bed.
Mark, you got
Good
anything
deal,
you want?
Mark.
You got anything you want to plug before you leave, brother?
Nope. If I
All
can
right.
get to the range tomorrow, I'll try to do something I didn't get to do last weekend. We'll just see. So, thank y'all. Have a great night.
Take care.
Have a great
brother.
week. Good
Good
night.
night, Teach. See you soon.
All right. Good night, Mark. Have a good one.
I'm not far behind him. Soon as Hillbilly gets back, I'll bow out too. But I got that same text. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Yeah.
So,
What do you got coming up on your channel, Jamie?
nothing, man. I'm tired of making
Nothing.
plans and being too busy to make a video about it.
Understandable.
Life's gotten in the way past few weeks, but
You said it, brother.
we got a few videos out. 3 unboxing videos and then that craft holster video. So
Is that the cowboy rig, Jamie?
yes, sir.
Nice. Nice.
Did you see that video?
No, not yet.
Yeah, it come out last week sometimes.
I'll check it out. I'll sure check it out.
Those are nice, man.
Oh, they are. I love mine. I'm in love with it. It fits well. It wears well. It's a lot of stuff. It's pretty versatile too in the single action family. Have you tried it with something different other than the 45, 44, etc.? Because I know like a lot of the 22s will fit in it, which I go that route. But
Well, I had it made for Black Hawk, single action Black Hawk, and 44 special. And of course, I can fit my 5.5 inch 44 special Black Hawk in it and my 7.5 inch 44 Magnum.
that's
Both
nice.
fit in there great. Of course, it's open at the bottom, and the 7.5 inch barrel of the 44 Magnum sticks out about an inch out the bottom of the holster.
Yeah.
But I think some of I think that the Heritage Rough Riders would go in there. I think they'd rattle around a little bit. I think it'd be a loose fit, but I think they'd be okay for a while. And
Hey,
you was talking about you was talking about your barrel sticking out the bottom. Made me think of that old TV show. What was that? The Life and Adventures of Wyatt Earp. You remember that?
I do.
He had that 12-inch single action hanging out of a 5-inch holster.
Yeah, that's not historically accurate. I don't.
No, not quite. I wouldn't believe that.
I don't think Wyatt Earp ever carried a gun with a bunt line, a barrel that long. I think Colt made him one with a 10-inch barrel or a 12-inch barrel and gave it to him, and he kept it. But I don't think he actually carried a gun like that.
Yeah.
Of course, I could be wrong. I'm not like Moondog with the movies, but I do read some Old West history books from time to time.
I'm back. Woohoo!
Hey,
Very good.
I am so sorry about that, guys. We just had like a quick power surge. So, of course, the PC shuts off, the internet shuts off, all that. And so I'm like, oh my goodness. You
well,
got to
you
be.
missed the F-350 we gave away. You gave away.
Yeah, since I saw a few texts, a few of you, and I like went ahead while the computer was booting, turning back on. I got thank you guys. Yeah, stop talking about me. I got on the phone, so I heard you guys like giving away all kinds of stuff. So anyway, I appreciate that.
Don't worry about it, man. We sent the bill to Big Enos Burdette.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you don't get your gifts out of all the stuff they give away, you can call customer service at BR549 and they'll take care of you. But the bad thing is, guys, is when it did that, it restarted the giveaway tool. I can't believe this. So I am so sorry to have to ask everybody again to type in HBN 76. I mean, I'll show you guys. I mean, look at this. I think we had like 30 some in there all ago.
Quick draw. My odds are better.
I am so sorry about that. Oh my goodness.
Hey, stuff happens. Not your fault, man.
I think
At least-
Ames might just be messing with me. I think she may have shut the power off for a second and flipped it back on. My wife. So we're going to be having a speed giveaway here, guys. So we will give everybody just a fair time to get their hashtags in, and let's go ahead and show what we're going to be giving away. So up first, we have the skinny blue knife, and what a good knife to win. We're talking about Star Wars. A lot of people say, this could be the R2D2 knife, Star Wars knife, So anyway, it is a flipper, nice blade on it. It also has a pocket clip. So anyway, this will be one of them, and this is sponsored by the VIP. So thank you all very much for that. And then, here it is. We have the Blackbeard lighter. Focus. Oh, you dog. When I say focus, you're supposed to focus. I don't know. Anyway, it is a cool lighter. It does come with a lanyard if you want that. And what's cool about this, it has a little deal here to keep this sealed shut. Oh, okay. I had to push the wrong button. So anyway, it is waterproof there. And then do not put your finger up here when you push this button, because I made that mistake the very first time. And so let me switch hands with this. Oh, I was pushing the wrong button. No wonder.
There you go. Perfect. Yep.
Yeah, that thing, wind, rain, whatever. I mean, that thing, it lights really good. And if you touch the top of that and push that button, it will light you too. No doubt about that. So we want to thank Kai over at Blackbeard for donating this as a giveaway, sponsoring this giveaway.
Okay.
See, yeah,
Hey,
you might
Hillbilly.
run off your ladder.
Hillbilly, just so we're clear, I'm in the drawing, but if I win, you go ahead and give it away to somebody else because you're already sending me a new truck. So don't worry about the lighter or knife.
Yeah. Well, we're fixing to pull the trigger on this thing here, so to speak. This thing's wound tighter than 8-day clock. It's been wound up at least 3 times tonight. And we had 33 entries. And I believe that's real close to the same number earlier. I know it's 30 something when I glanced down at it. So for the first giveaway here, we will do the skinny black knife or the skinny blue knife. And in the second, then we'll redraw again. And that one will be for Blackbeard Fire Starter Lighter. So anyway, let's see who the winner is for the skinny blue knife tonight.
Well, because when I called it Tom, I didn't think I had
Gizzard Gary.
Gizzard Gary.
Gizzard Gary.
Yay!
Who really and truly needs another knife.
I've been wanting one of those.
The U-line brass, which is really good brass. So it's Remington as far as that goes.
All right. So Gizzard, I'm gonna write your name down here. And then now for the lighter, I'm gonna write that down here real quick so I keep track of all these because Kai is so nice about this. Like whoever wins, I send the their address and everything in, and he gets that thing sent right out. So sure appreciate Kai, and hopefully we can get him back on here one day. See, somebody say about the batteries or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's give this thing a spin and see who wins the Blackbeard lighter. Lead Mining 44.
All right, congrats.
All right, so Lead Mining 44. Comment in the side chat if you wouldn't mind, and we know you're out there, and get this sent to you.
I saw him just a minute ago. He's got to still be here.
Yeah, I think he's still here. He would have to re-enter the hashtag. So Lead Mining 44. You just comment in the side chat there. All right, there he is. Woohoo! All right,
Okay,
so email me at it's scrolling across the bottom. My email is AmericanHillbillyUp at Gmail. And also include your screen name of Lead Mining 44 so I know who it is. And then the name and address that you'd like that sent to. And I'll get it, pass that information over at Kai at Blackbeard, and he will get it sent right out to you. So congratulations, buddy. Right
Look
there.
who the cat drug in.
Huh? Oh, there's
Look who the
Bubba.
cat
Hey,
drug
buddy. What's up, fellas? What's going on? Awesome. Good to see you tonight, Bubba.
I went to come in. I guess I took too long getting home. All that traffic from freaking what's that stupid thing Kentucky does?
Kentucky Derby?
There you
The
go.
whole-
That stupid.
Oh,
thing.
the stupid thing that Kentucky does. It's like,
Stupid
what?
derby. Traffic was ridiculous. You didn't think? I wouldn't think traffic would be that bad at 10 o'clock at night after the derby's already over. But no, there was like 15 limos driving through my subdivisions. Well, driving past my subdivisions, just blocking everything. It's like, why in the world are you in Shepherdsville? You have no business here. Why ain't y'all in Louisville? What y'all doing out here? It's nothing fun to see. It's Mayberry. Leave my town alone. Let my people go. Anyway.
Well, it's
All
good
right.
to see Hillbilly, but I'm going to tell y'all good
Yes,
night.
I was gonna see if you need to leave or anybody else, and so go ahead, Jamie, and plug whatever you got coming up. Or did you guys already do that when I was gone?
We did a little bit. I just join us Friday nights at 8 o'clock for Georgia Shooting Connection channel, and I'll be working on some videos, but I'm not gonna make any firm plans because when I do, bad stuff happens. Y'all, thanks for having me, and I appreciate hanging out with y'all. So appreciate it.
Thanks a lot for being here, Jamie. Appreciate you,
Jamie.
buddy.
Thanks,
care,
guys.
brother.
Hillbilly,
And
I
we'll
hate you, but I'm probably next out.
Okay, we'll get somebody to throw Jamie's link out there. Guys, go over and check out his channel. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And Hasbro, you said you want to go next, buddy?
Yeah, I hate to, but it's midnight and I start turning into a pumpkin, so I got to
I
get out
understand.
before that happens. Yeah, finally going to get to hopefully feeling better. I think I'll hit the range tomorrow with this thing, and shoot a day at the range's new challenge. I just put my stupid expensive trigger in there, and I did a pat in the bunker to get it done. And so the trigger is amazing, but the problem is it seems like the bolt's coming back really hard after it fires.
Oh,
Like
wow.
something's binding up, and I say, I don't know. I'm going to find out tomorrow. So we'll see.
Wow.
But anyway, play with that a little bit. But my the real thing, it's something I got to get on really bad. I'll start back into my reloading side of things and work on 6.5 Creedmoor, 300 hammer, and I'm going to break out my 308 Remington 5R again and start having some fun with that one.
Nice.
And so
Oh,
that should be in the next couple of weeks, getting back on some serious reloading. So, but thanks for having me on. Happy to be able to be with you guys tonight. So,
Well, thank you so much for being here, buddy. And we get somebody with a 10mm wrench out there to throw out Hasbro's channel. Guys, go over and check it out. Make sure you subscribe. Great stuff there. So appreciate you so much for being here. And thank you very much for what I received in the mail. I'll get a video out this week because I'm super happy about that. That is so cool.
I had to print you something that looked good compared to that other file you sent me. So that's what you got.
I got one of them. It's cleaning up pretty good, and I think we got her under control. I appreciate you doing those magwells. If you guys didn't see the video, Hasbro also had printed me out a couple magwells for the Glock and dagger, and so these are going to be so cool on there. I appreciate that too, buddy.
You're welcome.
Well, thanks a lot. You have a great evening, buddy. We'll see you.
Good night, all.
Take care, Has.
Good night, Has.
All right, good night, Hasbro.
I said, great. I show up, George walks away, Jamie leaves, and now Hasbro leaves. I only farted twice.
Well, it looks like it's time for me to go. Y'all take it. No,
Oh my
God. Oh, does anybody else got to get out of here right now? Walter? All
I'm
right,
heading out,
buddy.
Mom.
Why don't you
Heading out
tell us what
myself.
all you got coming up?
Well, we got kind of the usual stuff. I got started on a couple videos today to come out later this week. One of them is the Rumble Only series on Free the Few. If you guys are watching that over there, it's mostly about reloading, and so I can't do that on YouTube. So that's series comes out on Friday, and I got episode 30, I think, coming up this coming Friday. And we still have the 45 ACP series going, where we're looking at that interesting looking data in the Lee reloading handbook, but nobody knows what bullet they're talking about. So what if you just go use some of their data on your own bullet? Anyway, I've got 13 different 230 grain bullets that we're comparing with the same charge to see what happens. They're all safe charges, but some of them work and some of them don't. So that's Monday, and then might be one or two in between. I don't know if I'm going to try another trigger pull Thursday or not after I got my knuckles whacked the last time I did.
I know. I can't believe that.
Anyway.
Ron Wayne, how long have you done the trigger pull Thursday?
Oh, he had it going for a year at least.
Yeah.
Well, it was, I
And
think,
so
over
anyway,
a year he did it.
yeah.
He had to step away for a minute.
Oh, hey, we got a better host here tonight.
Yeah.
Wayne. Everybody say hi to Misty.
We got the boss herself is here tonight. Hi, Missy. All right, so that's what I got going. Kind of SOP at Casa de Viejo. I'm happy to be here as always. You guys know that I thoroughly enjoy hanging out here, and so I always appreciate the invitation to participate, Hillbilly. And good to see all the rest of you folks over here on the panel and everybody over there on the side chat. Good to see you folks as well. I've had some conversations with a couple of you guys this week via email and so forth, so that's always fun for me as well. So don't hesitate to get in touch with me if you need something answered or some help with something. But anyway, we'll catch you all next Friday night on the Georgia Shooting Connection, and hopefully right back here on Hillbilly Up for Guns, Beer, and Therapy.
You betcha. Thank you so much, Walter. I sure appreciate it. And Buck's already threw your link out there. Thank you, Buck. Guys,
Thanks,
go
Buck.
over and check out Walter. Show him some love, subscribe. Great stuff over there. I mean, definitely, no doubt about that. So, anyway, Walter, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you, buddy,
bet.
always.
My pleasure.
Walter.
Sure. Good night, folks.
Good night. Well, you know what happened when those guys left? They didn't lock the back door. I seen Bubba come, he come in, and then look else, somebody else come into the back door again. Hey, Justin, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey,
Good.
Howdy, Justin.
How's it going, guys?
Good to have you, buddy.
good.
You and Bubba both. Thanks for jumping on with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
so do we got to start the show over now that Bubba and Justin are in here?
Okay. Howdy, Hillbilly Nation. This is American Hillbilly. Welcome to the double feature tonight.
After party.
I sent you an email, Hillbilly, on my current project.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Should have it finished tomorrow. I just got to paint it, tear it apart and paint it, and then put it back together.
Oh, nice. Oh, man. You want me to share that?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, give me 1 second here, and I'll found it's easier if I download them. That's cool looking.
Yeah, I have a bench in my back basement, and I got a bench in my garage, but I wanted something that was portable. So basically, I built that so it's kind of short, like bench, like table height, so I can like put a AR block in it and clean ARs and work on ARs just right from a chair.
Oh yeah, and what's really cool about this is sure I have the right. Okay, yeah, sure I have the right thing pulled up here. Okay, here. So check this out. What's really cool about that is I have something really similar to that my grandpa made, except for it has a steel like wheel on the bottom.
Oh, okay.
To set on, and the bolt patterns, it holds a hand grinder, like the old hand crank grinder. It holds a vise and also a grinder. And So when I first seen that, I'm like, oh, that is cool. Then here's another picture of it. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's definitely farmer approved because that's a disc on the bottom.
Yep. I like that. Heck yeah.
And hey, many a disc blades have been used for stands on so many pieces of shop equipment. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
But they work
Not
good.
really.
Well, I've got to be honest. I was looking at the Red Riders on the wall. So that's just me, though. You know, the sickness of mine.
He says a brief power outage intermission. Dang it. Yeah. So, man, this has been fun. We last week, see, let me get to where we were at. We were talking, we were going backwards on the songs, weren't we? We did top 3 songs from 2000 and newer, and then top 3 songs from the 90s. And I don't think we ever got to the 80s, did we?
No.
Okay. And we're going to work this way all the way back over, the next week or two. Just taking a couple of them because these were really actually a lot of fun. And so, what we have is 3 of your top favorite songs from the 80s. And last week, I noticed like some of our songs, we're thinking, oh man, I don't really have anything from the 90s or something. And it's like, oh yeah, this was actually from the 90s. So some of the songs from the 80s, like, along the same bands, they went right on into the 90s. And so, but anyway, this week we'll talk about the top 3 songs from the 80s. Oh, yeah. Dupper says, yeah, that was me. Yeah, I did have a brief power outage intermission. No doubt about that. Yeah, like I said, everything just went off for a second and come right back on, but it's enough that the internet and the computer's like, whoa, what happened here? So, anyway, Justin, since you just come on, we'll start with you and then go up to Bubba. So what was 3 of your top songs from the 80s?
Oh, wow. I would probably say One Vision from Queen. Are we talking like movie or television songs or just in general?
No, just like whatever. They could be on a soundtrack. They could, be a one-hit wonder. It don't matter. So, yeah, just 3 of the songs that like you were like really liked,
Oh, wow.
Oh, good one, Bama Dad.
Well, I would have to say, being that I watched a lot of TV, A-Team would have to be on there, the A-Team theme song.
Oh, yeah.
Probably the second one would be the Dukes of Hazzard theme song. And then the third will go, it still goes with TV for me because, I mean, in the 80s, I was pretty young. So probably have to go Airwolf. We'll keep it TV themed for me all the way through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all 3 of them great songs, and all 3 from TV shows. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, yeah, those are all good songs. So, Bubba, how about you, buddy?
This is actually easy. First one's One by Metallica. Definitely one of the best songs from the 80s. Welcome to the Jungle. And I hate and love this song. Europe's Final Countdown.
Oh, that was a good one.
So those are my top 3 for those. Just one from Metallica. I'm sorry. That song, I still listen to that today. It hits hard.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff. So, Pat, how about you, buddy?
Well, since Bubba already covered most of my rock songs from the '80s that
I'm
I
sorry.
really like. No, no, that's fine. I'll go the country route. Amarillo by Morning from George Strait. Um, uh, Garth Brooks. Gosh dang it, I can't remember the song, the actual title name. I could sing it, but now I can't remember it. Um, anything by Garth Brooks and or Chris Ledoux in the when they really started taking off in the late '80s. Um, I really like those. Those guys are kind of like my country heroes, you know. On top of Willie Whalen and all those guys too. Don't get me wrong, but that's when I really started getting into music with the late '80s. So yeah, anything by those guys, man. Especially Amarillo by Morning. I don't know why, but man, I just really like that old country song.
Yeah, dang good song. Dang good song. And Two Live Moo out there, he done Rickrolled us out there with Rick Ashley. Never gonna give you up. And if you don't know what getting Rickrolled is, Google that on some of those videos. That is hilarious. Um, most usually it'd be like somebody that would have control of like a live or a video or something while somebody else was doing it. Then all of a sudden they just bring up his video and it plays like a few minutes, a few seconds of it and everything. And then most usually the host is like, "What's going on?" And so anyway, they called it getting rickrolled. But didn't they rickroll here a while back? Was it in Texas somewhere with the drones, the drone show? It's
I
been a
can't
while
remember.
back.
I do know that one guy took a picture of himself, and this became a giant meme. Right? There's this guy. He got a tattoo of a QR code on his arm. Right? And when you scanned the QR code, it just brought up "Never Gonna Give You Up." This guy tattooed a Rickroll on his arm.
Oh my goodness,
That's insane.
So
I mean, props to him, man. But
that's hilarious. But it was a like some free drone show, and I'm talking like they had 500 or 1,000 drones, and I'm almost positive it's somewhere in Texas. So it was a big deal set up. The news was there, all this, and so they're doing this drone show, and so it started like right at dark because they all had the lights and everything, and so they were doing some different deals, with lights up there, the drones and all that. But then they, basically said, the main show is going to be at this time, right? And so even the drones went into a big countdown, like from like I don't know, like 100 or something, 99, 98. I mean, it was like a long countdown, whatever it was. Everybody's waiting to suspense to see what this main attraction of this drone show was, because like you don't like have to have tickets for that. Everybody can see them drones up in there, And so when it got down to one, it did him, dancing and the words and everything. It was hilarious. They literally rickrolled the entire big city. Oh man. Oh, Stroke by Billy Squire, one of my favorite songs too, man. Dancing with Billy Idol out there. Oh man. Robert Palmer. Yeah, now that Addicted to Love video with Robert Palmer, man, I was like, dang. So who we up to? Pat in the bunker? No, Grub Guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I got to admit, the 80s was, as far as music, they was a big variety, especially in rock. Totally different than anything from the 70s. And some of the 70s band, unfortunately, tried to stay with the flow. They kind of changed who they were and tried to play the hair metal thing or whatever. But my three favorite songs from the 80s. First was one, I can't remember the name of the band, but every time I hear it on the radio, it's really catchy. Rock the Casbah.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
Man, who's that by? Rock the Casbah. I'll think of it here in a second.
Wasn't that the Clash?
The Clash, yes.
Yes.
The Clash.
Yeah.
The Clash.
Yeah, that's right.
And then my second favorite song from the 80s, very easy choice, was a song by The Cult called Fire Woman. And that's just got a good rock and groove to it all the way from start to finish.
Good
and the
song.
live version is extremely killer. And my favorite song of the 80s and the live version's even more excellent, I think, is from Ozzy Osbourne, from the Ultimate Sin album, Shot in the Dark.
Yeah.
Excellent song. The guitar solo on there, man, it just hit me.
Yes. Yes, definitely some good choices there, buddy. Oh man, yeah, and just a swinging out there, nutty, and man, there's the side chat's got a lot of awesome out there, a lot of awesome ones too. Super free. Oh, so Gizzard Gary, how about you, buddy?
Well, let's see. I would have to start us off with two from the same band. That is AC/DC. We're going to start with You Shook Me All Night Long. Also, Back in Black came out that same year.
Yes.
Starting off the 1980s. And then a song by Judas Priest called You Got Another Thing Coming.
Oh, another good one.
Yeah, there's my three for you.
Oh, man, good stuff.
Very good stuff, Gizzard.
Oh, man, three good songs. And, yeah, I was going to go AC/DC too there for a minute. And, which those were awesome. Also, the Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution, that was another good AC/DC one there.
Giving the dog a bone, yeah.
Yeah. So I think a lot of mine's been taken or whatever, which is no big deal because there's so many awesome ones. But some of the ones I guess I'm going to say kind of set the trend or set like a trendsetter or that just stuck to me, the lyrics and the whole thing in the 80s. Growing up in the 80s, I graduated in 87. So, big Sammy Hagar, fan. I seen out there, I don't know if it was Boom or who threw out there, I Can't Drive 55. Yeah, that song was just, I love that. Man. And then, of course, Billy Squire, that was called out there. But I am actually going to go with Michael Jackson, Thriller, and Beat It. I mean, talking about the start of the videos, those songs, and then the videos, music videos, those were just amazing. I definitely had to give the Fifth Jackson credit there on that stuff, man. That is some good stuff right there. Country songs too. Pat was calling out some country songs. Oh man, so many great ones. But anyway, I kind of said mine there. So Ron, we'll jump on over to you, buddy.
It's such a hard choice. to try to single out three. You kind of want to, your mind goes everywhere. Gotta have some Van Halen. I'll pick Jump, I guess. That was a good one. Get you moving song, Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child O' Mine. It's a good one.
I love that song.
And what about Take On Me? Nobody said that yet from Aha. Remember?
Yeah.
My honorable
that was a really cool music video.
It was memorable for sure.
Went through the mirror and then turned into the cartoonish colors and
yeah. And my honorable mention, because I did it last stream, is Another One Rides the Bus from Weird Al.
Another One Rides the Bus.
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, Weird Al was like in the 80s, was just blowing everybody's mind. If I'm going to throw one out there that I've not seen anybody put in the side chat, just because I think it deserves to be in somebody's top three, because I know as a young teenager actually, when it came out, just like kind of hit everywhere, and that was Joan Jett and the Blackhearts.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of that? I Love Rock and Roll. And that song, I mean, I don't know if it hit any of your guys' schools and places back the time if he was in school, but I mean, we go to basketball games at a different school, whatever. Like that song was always blaring when it had just come out.
Yeah. Another band I forgot about. Now they were just it was a comedy thing, but they went over really well. I mentioned them last week with Spinal Tap. They did like a documentary type movie, and they was supposed to be an English band that turned into rock and roll, and whatever could go wrong did go wrong. But the soundtrack, even though the songs were the lyrics were comical, those guys could play some good music. They had one song called Big Bottom, and instead of having a lead, rhythm, guitar, and then the bass, all three of them were playing the bass. And the song actually sounded pretty good once you crank up the volume.
Oh, yeah, real good. And Michael Dunn, also, that was a good idea out there. You said should also do shows. You're talking like TV shows, I assume. So I'm putting that in my notes. And so when we kind of go through the songs, get on down in our basically progression of years, we might just come back and start back up, in the 2000s or something, or maybe start at the bottom and work our way up and do the, top three shows, TV shows or something. So yeah, that's a good idea. That'd be fun. So awesome. So man, we're already almost to the bottom of the hour. I was hoping we'd get another one, but we'll kind of say, or I don't know, it's up to you guys. You think we got time to get through another 10 years real quick, or everybody ready to go to bed?
I'm gonna have to jump off here pretty soon. I got cattle to work tomorrow, so.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, all right, we'll save the 70s for next week. Then we'll start 70s, and hopefully we won't have any like I won't have any electrical problems or whatever it was, and we can get through this stuff a little faster. But oh man, love stinks. Yeah, I see that out there. There's so many EG tonight, Dire Straight. Oh man, Dire Straight, man, that they had some good stuff too, man. Some of the stuff really takes me back. Man. So anyway, let's go ahead and go around the room and um everybody plug whatever they want to channels they got, or I mean, I'm sorry, somebody's channel or an event coming up or stuff that yourself you have coming up and everything. So anyway, see, we'll start back down with you again, Justin. um
Well, what I would say is just for everybody to you're streaming it across there today, June 1st and 2nd, Thunder on the Prairie. We got in Iowa, we have GunCon coming up June 29th at Brownells. So if anybody is around Iowa that can make it to that, should be a pretty good time. And other than that, I don't really have anything else to plug. Thanks for having me tonight. Great panel, great side chat going on, and thanks again.
You betcha. Yes, thanks for being here, buddy. Always appreciate you jumping on. And yeah, Michael Dunn says, we will rock you. Another great one that nobody mentioned. Oh, man. We are the champions along with that. I think those automatically played back to back most of the time. So awesome. So, Bubba, what you got coming up, brother?
Oh man, I don't think I got that much of anything coming up right now. I do know that the range that I shoot at is having a free day for shooting out there, or their indoor range. So might have a couple indoor range videos coming up soon. I don't know, maybe. Again, I'm going to try to do the good, the bad, and the Bubba Wednesday. It might be earlier, it might be later, depending on. Because I do have to get at work at 2:00, so it tends to run over whenever I run it. So yeah. But other than that, thanks for having me. Once again, congratulations on 2,000 subs, Hillbilly.
All right, thanks, buddy. Appreciate that.
As always, guys, stay safe, stay armed, stay 2A strong. Have a fantastic week. And keep getting better.
Well, thank you so much. Go there and check out Bubba Track Class Ballistic. Check out his channel, guys and girls. Great stuff. And when he does get a chance to have the good, the bad, the Bubba, always classic. You know, you don't want to miss it. Good stuff there. And his videos. So thanks a lot, Bubba, for being in here tonight. I appreciate it as always. I asked somebody to have a pet pig. I think that's Mark's microphone square is still squeaking or whatever. I think it comes from, I think it's like a little back feed or something. Almost sounds like a squeaky chair or something sometimes. But anyway, thanks, Bubba, for being here. Pat in the bunker.
Before I forget, I got to get out of here. So you guys take care and rock on.
All right, buddy.
Later.
We'll see you.
See you, Bubba.
All right. So, Pat in the bunker, I believe we're up to you, buddy.
All right. Well, obviously done with my project behind me. Finally got that done and all squared away. But no, just go check out everybody on the panel. There's a bunch of good guys out in the side chat to go check out too. Man, I'm about whooped. But I will plug this guy again. I think I did it last week, but bears repeating. Decoding Firearms, John Petrolino. Excellent book for beginning shooters or even just people that have been out of shooting and coming back into it. It's got a lot of good info on how to read shotguns, on so that way you don't mess up putting the wrong shell or something in there, all the way to all the actions on the guns and just how to be safe with firearms and everything. So, and you can also find him. He is the Pen Patriot on Facebook, and he does a lot of vlogging for a lot of the 2A on a bunch of 2A stuff. So, yeah, go check him out, John Petrolino. And yeah, thanks for having me on tonight, Hillbilly. Appreciate it. I know I wasn't on camera very much, but man, when I got a firearm down and it's not operable, man, I get real itchy really quick, and it's like, nope, I gotta fix it now, gotta fix it now, gotta fix it now.
You betcha. Totally understandable, brother. Thank you so much for being on here. And he's talking pre-show. How many cows did you end up total roughly with babies this year?
Well, we had 178 calf out, and obviously we've lost a couple along the way. That's
Yeah.
just, it happens when you get into a big herds like that.
Wow.
And I've got 7 left to go, and I think I'll have a total, if everything else lives, I'll have 172 on the ground
Awesome.
if everything keeps trucking good. So yeah.
Hey, Ashley.
So anyway, yeah.
Awesome. Well, hopefully that bull's taking the winter off, relaxing, taking it easy for a while.
Yeah, well, there's 9 of them, so
he had some buddies, huh?
Yeah, he's got some buddies, so they're about ready to have some fun pretty soon, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. So awesome on that, buddy, and thanks to farmers and ranchers like you and other, across the country for providing food and vegetables and everything that we need through for our grocery stores and stuff. And I know personally it's hard work, and I have a lot of respect for all farmers and ranchers out there. So anyway, appreciate you, buddy. You guys go over and check out Pat in the Bunker. Sometimes he's in the bunker, sometimes he's on a tractor, sometimes he's on a 3-wheeler. You just never know. So anyway, go over there and check out Pat in the Bunker and find out what he's doing that day. So appreciate you, buddy. So Garage Guy, what you got coming up, brother?
Well, later this coming week, I'd like to get out and do some ammo testing on some 38 special aluminum cased ammo.
Oh, nice.
I've never used it before, and well, hell, I'm 60 years old, and that's the first time I've ever seen 38 special with aluminum case. And I picked out 5 different revolvers to test it in. I'm pretty sure it'll, all go off, but I'm more interested in seeing if the casings swell or expand and if I have any ejection problems.
Yeah.
So, I'm not one that uses a lot of aluminum cased ammo, but sometimes if that's all there is available, then you got to go with it. So I want to make sure it's all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Good deal. Looking forward to that, man. And also, Tim S said, don't forget 38 Special was a good band, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Garage Guy, for being here. Appreciate it. And guys, go over there and check out Garage Guy 879 and subscribe. Good stuff over there. You won't be disappointed. So thank you very much, Mark, for being here. I appreciate you, buddy. And so we're going to go right on up to Gizzard Gary.
Well, let's see. What have I got to talk about? Let's see. Got some new knives on the desk here, ready to review this next week. Got some new knives coming out from Civivi here, and a couple from Kaiser, and then one from Ron Wayne I got to do a review on. So I'll be busy doing
Nice.
that. Don't forget for my channel members only chat is Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central every Wednesday. So hopefully we'll see you there. And then Foul Territory this coming Friday. That is at 9 p.m. Central. And then Knife Shorts every day. And that's what I got going on. Thanks for having me.
Man, thank you so much for being here. Always appreciate you, Gary. Guys, go over and check out Gizzard Gary. Subscribe, great channel. He pretty much puts out knife videos pretty much every day. Some really, really cool knives. And then, of course, you got Foul Territory on Friday nights. And then, if you remember, the Wednesday shows are great too. And like, we said goodbye to the skinny black knife and brought in the skinny blue knife. But the skinny black knife was reborn over on Gizzard's channel. So
yeah, he packed up and came over to my channel.
He packed up. I mean, it's not that far away from here, and he's like, "Screw it, man! I'm heading to Gizzard's place.
I'm going to Kansas." That's right.
Going to Kansas for a while. And so, if you did not get a chance to win the skinny black knife, make sure you check out Gizzard because you just might win one over there. And plus, Gizzard always has a great giveaway. A lot of good stuff. So appreciate you, buddy, for being here. And so, Ron Wayne, we'll jump over to you, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for having me on first. I really appreciate it. I always have a blast on here with hanging out with all these great channels and this awesome side chat. It's always so much fun. As far as content goes, today I dropped an A&I Holsters video. That went really well. I was really impressed with that. Check that out. Sunday Range Day coming up at 8:30 Eastern. And pop quiz. If y'all know my channel well enough, what gun is this Sunday on the Sunday Range Day? Can you guess? Something that's one of my favorites. Something that I've beaten with a stick for the last year. Nobody can guess. Come on.
I should know this. I should know this one. Dang it.
Not Heritage, is it?
There you go, Garage.
I was going to say,
I got it. But this time we're going for a 9-inch with adjustable sights. So yeah, be sure and tune in for that one. That's
cool.
We had a literal blast. Yes, that was so much fun. But you'll see it tomorrow. And Channel Members Live follows the festivities on Sundays a little later at 10:30 Eastern Standard. And we have a blast over there. A few of our members are here. And yeah, thanks again for having me on. Always a joy to be here, and appreciate the training too.
Well, I appreciate you guys. Go over there and check out Ron Wayne's channel. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to him. Like he's just saying, besides stuff he throws out through the week, great videos. Also, we got Sunday Range Day, and then for the members, he's got a Sunday night live show that's a lot of fun. We just have a lot of fun over there on his channel. So make sure you check it out. And I also want to thank Ron very much for helping out on this channel. Just really appreciate you so much, brother. You have no idea how much I appreciate you helping out. And
I think I do. I really do. And it's been a joy and learning this. And it's I can imagine. That's all I'm saying. What you're going through running this by yourself to the point. So it's no problem. And I appreciate the opportunity.
Well, thank you very much. I sure appreciate it. So guys, see. Of course, we'll have Guns Bearing Therapy next Saturday on Hillbilly Up, and then we have our VIP membership live on Tuesday nights. I've been trying to get out a video about it every day. So hopefully, to give you guys some stuff to watch. And we have sitting back there, got Hasbro sent me something really cool in the mail that he made. So we're going to be doing an unboxing video on that. And so don't miss that. That's something that's really cool. Anyway, I also want to say thank you to all the panel. Appreciate y'all. You guys are awesome. And the side chat, man, the side chat is just amazing. This show wouldn't be what it is without the side chat and the panel that comes on here. I'm just a person that kind of plans the time zone or the time that when it comes on and stuff. You guys all make the show fun. I appreciate and love each and every one of you. So I also want to thank the members, the VIPs for supporting the giveaways for this channel. It's really awesome. I just want to thank everybody, and I hope y'all have a great rest of the weekend and have a wonderful week. I just can't say enough about y'all. And anyway, we're going to just go ahead and leave you guys with this. Remember, God, family, and country. And make somebody's day better, will you? And if the good Lord's willing and the creeks don't rise, we'll be seeing y'all again. Everybody say good night.
Good night.